What makes a good soldier? Or a good student? Or a good worker? Is it strength? Is it something inherent? Is it a natural ability to retain information quicker? In his text Discipline and Punish, The Birth of the Prison, French philosopher Michel Foucault discusses the transition of sovereign power to disciplinary power. Foucault's analysis touches on the production of docile bodies through an architectural model originally proposed by Jerry Bentham, the Panopticon. The model depicts a large circular building with an observation tower at its center. The circular enclosure has individual cells for prisoners, with the central tower serving as a surveillance hub for guards, providing them with a panoramic view of the inmates. The design of the building ensures that each cell has one side facing the tower, but the prisoners can never see who is inside the watchtower. Never knowing who is watching or if you're being watched at all has an interesting effect. The purpose of the panopticon is to shift the gaze inward. Prisoners who feel like they're being watched all the time will begin to act accordingly. For Foucault, this model serves as a metaphor for how power disseminates and operates within social structures. No one is there enforcing your behavior, yet we raise our hand when we want to speak in school. We wait patiently in our rooms for the doctor to come see us, and we work diligently in the office in order to remain productive. We internalize this gaze, modifying our behavior to fit societal norms. Essentially, we become our own jailers, self-regulating every thought or action we come across in order to not be deemed deviant within our society. Prisoners in the Panopticon are also subjected to timetables and other examples of the microphysics of power, which is a term Foucault uses to describe power mechanisms that operate at the individual level. In Foucault's words, to sum up, it might be said that discipline creates out of the bodies it controls 4 types of individuality, or rather an individuality that is endowed with 4 characteristics. It is cellular, by the play of spatial distribution. It is organic, by the coding of activities. It is genetic, by the accumulation of time. It is combinatory, by the composition of forces. They create timetables, they prescribe movements, they impose exercises, and lastly they arrange tactics in order to combine forces. Thus the creation of a docile body. This concept demonstrates our compliance with authority, malleable and predictable. We are molded into obedient citizens, productive workers, and compliant patients. This analysis is still relevant today, especially with social media functioning as modern-day panopticons. We willingly share our lives online, seeking validation through likes, comments, and followers. But is everything you post a reflection of who you are, or are you trying to keep an aesthetic? Is every piece of art that you create a part of your personality, or do you restrict yourself to avoid criticism? Would you speak up if you had the chance, or do all the eyes prevent you from voicing your opinion? On the topic of agency, it makes you question if you really have any, not just in any of the social structures we see ourselves in, like school, the hospital, or work, but in our own personal panopticons. Widespread influence can be detrimental in the wrong hands, and as a society it is important to be conscious of this, as it doesn't take a prison in cells to control the minds of the mass public. I hope this exploration helped you see the world differently, and I hope you walk throughout your day taking steps, disrupting norms, and reclaiming agency. Thanks.